when he gets going, I mean, he could be one of the top scorers in the state as well, averaging 13 points a game. But again, when he gets hot, number 23, you got to keep an eye on him for Farmington.
And we're going to start with the Layton Lancers. Mekhi Martin come off the screen of Dave Katoa, playing on his future floor. Send the ball to the corner. The three on the way does not go. Loose ball, and the rebound to Sam Romer. And I was going to bring him up earlier. There's a young man you got to keep your eye on. It is Sam Romer, because he'll hurt you.
All right, my world has been blown. I'm thinking Checkett's on the inside, Romer on the outside. First possession, we go Checkett's on the outside, Romer on. What is going on?
KJ Miller with the block. Here's Dave Katoa. This is a bizarro world.
Yeah, right?
So the foul goes to Braden Larson. I want to thank Coach McAllister for joining us in that
he was great.
First game.
He was great.
Yep. Gonna miss him. Absolutely gonna miss him on the sidelines.
It's one thing to not coach. It's the other thing to move across the country. This was not an approved move, Coach.
At all. I said he and Tony McGeary both hanging out in South Carolina now as that shot doesn't go. Loose ball taken, momentarily by Martin. And now down the floor with the Phoenix. Hey, go coast to coast. Why not? First bucket of the day.
Atkinson.
Ethan Atkinson.
Yeah, one of the post players for this Farmington group. 8 and 6 is average. Gets it clear and shows little handles.
That shot doesn't go. Tipped around. Now taken by Braden Larson.
These two teams played twice in the course of their region play. Layton won them both, but they were both 5-6 point wins. Both games were close, as you mentioned, seeming every game for Layton close this year.
Now, this Layton team is very, very good, but they didn't blow everybody out. As there's a block by Checketts. He did not start against Copper Hills. Came off the bench. As Katoa tracks that ball down the baseline, sends out KJ Miller for three.
When KJ Miller can shoot the three ball, this Layton team is a number 1 seed.
Very true. There's a steal. Mekhi Martin. Loose ball to the rim. And a 7-2 start for the Lancers.
Exactly what the Lancers wanted to do coming out here. You get an interior game, you get a big-time three, and you get transition going.
Officials for this morning's game, Matt Bushman, Kent Lutz, and Shane Singer. Good to see Kent Lutz. He changed Rewind. Most people don't know that.
He did.
As Atkinson goes inside, you're going to have the foul with Checketts. But Ken, after funny enough, we didn't bring this up with Coach McAllister. It was after a Pleasant Grove Lone Peak game when Dusty lost his mind, lost his cherub-like demeanor.
Yeah.
Ken Lutz watched that game, reached out, and said, hey, I'd love to sit down with you.
And so we did for 3 hours.
Yeah, sat at the kitchen table for 3 hours, went through our frustrations. He explained rules, and that led to us getting to know Courtney Littledyke better, Agent 99, who never likes to get his name out. Really helped us out. As there's a rattled home three from Braden Larson.
Yeah, they needed that. Needed to see that ball go through and no less a three. That's big for Larson and for Farmington to stay in this early. But yeah, you're right. Really kind of helped create a communication channel that we hadn't had, and been great.
Absolutely. Three on the way from Miller.
Oh,
KJ with two.
Oh, boy.
And if he gets going.
Yep.
And it's on the other end of the floor.
Yeah.
I believe it even more after that last game.
KJ Miller, yeah, right. KJ Miller, again, when he's dialed in, he is one of the top shooting three-point shooters in the state. He's never shy from taking shots, and that could be a good thing and a bad thing. Early on here, it's been a good thing for Layton.
Jaden Haskell can't get that one. Rebound and back down the floor. Here's Katoa. Dave in the lane, sends it back out for three. Tidwell knocks down a three.
We got trouble.
Timeout, Farmington. 4:55 left in the quarter. Phoenix take the timeout.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered right to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need. This is NutriCost Kids Vitamin D Gummies. They contain a child's daily dose of vitamin D for a healthy immune system. They taste amazing, kids love them, and they're low in sugar. Easy for parents, great for kids.
Welcome back in. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart.
I'm really tempted to go for our Crumble 4-pack movie quote line. I don't even know if you'd get this one, Dusty.
No, we didn't do last game. Crop.
Want me to do it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm going to adjust it for the game. Oh,
The big
Atkinson.
three, Ethan Atkinson.
All right. I said going to break after Layton hit that three. Oh, we got trouble. Trouble with capital T, and that rhymes with B, and that stands for ball. Oh, we got trouble. Right here in Salt Lake City.
You're right. I have no freaking clue. I like it, though. 3 does not go, and the rebound to Paul Beatty.
I think our cameraman might know it. He's got a big old smirk over there. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. If you know where that comes from,
He has too big of a beard. I couldn't
hit
read
us
his
up
lips.
on social media. You can see our outreach contacts there in the bottom right. So hit us up on the Insta or on the tweet/X or
Yeah, Zedatus.
yeah.
Zetus.
We got trouble right here in Salt Lake City. That starts with T and that rhymes with B and that stands for ball.
And Beatty turns that one over. Katoa, a little sharp to Romer. And the ball will go back to the Phoenix, trailing by 8 after that quick start for the Lancers. As the Layton faithful making their way in. Larger student section they had on Friday night in the home game.
Yeah. I think this might be the largest student section we've seen at the site thus
They're
far.
close. And Farmington's right there with
Yeah,
them.
they are.
Just a couple rows different.
Of course, we'll have Davis here later as well.
Davis was always a guarantee. It hasn't been the last couple of years.
That's true.
Tournament-wise, to see if they show up.
Yeah, usually they show up for tournaments.
They used to show up for everything. Davis was like my gold standard of student sections.
Yeah.
They weren't the first Dusty diehards. That was the Alta Hawks. Is on the drive is Makai Martin, named by Dane Stewart. Paul Beatty from way outside, a big fella.
Boom.
I didn't know he had that range.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't shy away from the 3 ball.
I'm saying that far out.
That was pretty far.
Yeah. He's behind the college arc. Larson out there with Makai Martin. Larson goes down over to Katoa. And Dave Katoa knocks down the 3.
Right now, Layton is ruining our theory about the portal.
I've never seen that movie. My wife loves that movie. I've never seen that movie.
I know. My wife's going to be super happy that I fit that in there. Not going to lie.
KJ Miller misses the 3. Rebound. Got taken by Haskell. Haskell, nice job getting right to the rim. And Haskell with the lay-in in a 3-point game. Nate Dowdle. He gets a 4-pack. Why not?
All right.
We'll suck up to the
Done.
boss. The 4-pack, and we have 2 coming in this game because we didn't get it done last game, is Makai Martin for 3.
Man. The way Layton is shooting in this first quarter, my goodness.
Makai Martin, a 3-year starter. He and KJ both have been building to this year. Been nearly 10 years since Layton won that state championship with Jerice and Julian Blackman. There's the foul on the drive.
You know, that's a great little time. I know we usually do this at the end of the course. Should we do our trivia now?
I don't know if Vincent is ready for that. He's going through his work at the moment.
All right.
So
Well, we'll come back to that.
To the line is Braden Larson. And the free throw good. They bring Austin Biggle around to run the camera and loosen up Vitz in his time constraints. That's where all the social media stuff's coming out so quickly. Because Vince Francis is cutting all that stuff up, make sure everything runs too. He's running every part of what we're doing here this week. And 1 of 2 from the stripe there from Braden Larson. And that ball goes out of bounds. Oh, off of the Phoenix. Walkenhurst didn't like it. Let's see if we have a look on our camera. I went back a little too far, but see. Yeah, nobody touched it. When I say nobody touched it, nobody touched it. Our camera guy's claiming he played a character in that musical. As on the baseline, Mekhi Martin back rimmed. And I don't think he did, because I went to all of his plays, it felt like. As Beatty dropped that ball inside and ran a foul on the entry.
Not a kickball.
Oh, okay.
Tip your cap to Farmington. I mean, after that a minute and a half ago, felt like Layton might just shoot their way right through this gym, but Farmington's hanging around here. Important possession here. Get back to one possession.
Inside to Atkinson. Got some space from Miller and gets a little jumper to go.
And he's been good early. Perimeter game, run game, and now just working off the block. Quick one dribble, little right-hand finish. He might be near or over his average here in just this first quarter.
And now 5 second, closely guarded. And trying to pick it up a little bit there. Ethan Harris, proud of his defense there on Mekhi Martin. And again, a 3-point game and a chance to tie or get within one for Farmington.
You know, the crazy thing about this Farmington team, I know that the record might not be where they would have liked it to be, but they had a lot of close games too, some close losses. This is a team that is really tough, really competitive. Coach Walkender's done a great job with this group this year. Returns a lot of experience, and that's showing here in this quarter.
Lob that side inside to Beatty. Couldn't get it. Gets his own board. There's 3 guys around him. Stripped away by Mekhi Martin. Got those Karl Malone-like hands down low from Mekhi Martin. KJ on the drive, off the window, no. And the rebound to Beatty. Larson right to the rim. Can't get it now. Have a loose ball foul on the rebound. Mekhi's have to get himself composed.
That's the second on Mekhi. He's going to have to come off the floor here.
Didn't go back far enough. My bad. It's in between links if I go back.
Carter Miller's checked in. This is just a freshman. The younger brother of KJ. The last child for Coach Miller. He is a really good shooter as well.
And Coach Kelby Miller, the longtime head coach at Layton. Maybe, I don't know, think he was there when we got started, but he's been there for almost our entire run.
Yeah, a long time.
Former CEU Golden Eagle. We'll see another one coming up next in Skylar Wilson. On the drive, Larson sent out. Paul Beatty off on the 3. The rebound to KJ Miller. 2-1. This will count if it goes. And that will do it for the first quarter. And at the end of one, it is Layton 19 and Farmington 16. You're watching the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships, presented by Heidemann & Associates, brought to you by NutriCost. Welcome back into the Huntsman Center. Let's go to our trivia question, brought to you by Handel's Ice Cream. Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart. Look, we got Talent Cam. Doesn't mean we're talented, but Talent Cam. Layton won a state championship in 2015 on a team with Julian Blackman, current Indianapolis Colt safety, who hit the winning shot. Man, that's a really good question.
It is a really good question.
Because I forgot it was like a last-second shot.
It was. The game winner was with, I think, 2.5 left, something like that.
Who hit it?
Well, that's the question. Who hit it? I know who hit it.
I just tried to trip you up. I'm trying to remember. I called it.
Jerice and Julian were both on that team. The game was against Brighton.
Yeah. Jeff Gardner finally got away from Quincy Lewis. He'd get a state championship. That was a team with Miller.
22. Yep. KJ Miller is first. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one.
I think I know. Well, you could give me a nod. There's a first one. Good.
Hit us up on social media if you know who hit that game-winning shot.
Zetas at KSL Sports Rewind. You can IG us at KSL Sports Rewind. And both messages are open on both sides. So 1-point ball game. The way this started, didn't think we'd see a 1-point game in the first half. As there's the 3 from Dave Katoa.
I like Layton here, putting a little pressure on. Get this sped up, get back in their rhythm.
Of course, Dave Katoa, the younger brother of Taylor Katoa. The former Layton quarterback and linebacker went to USC. And then the hands of Katoa knocks that loose, but in the hands of Beatty, taken away by Fulmer. And on the drive, wave off the bucket.
Well, the inside had that counting. The outside said on the floor, so they're going to talk here. And the outside official very, very certain that this happened before that habitual shooting motion. Yeah. I agree. If you're calling that initial hand down, which I think was the call, that's the right call. It's on the floor.
I wonder if they got together. I have them on the gather. On the gather, on the gather. Okay. Not habitual shooting motion? Nope. Okay. Because that's how the rule is written to get a free throw in high school basketball. Got to be in your habitual shooting motion. On the drive, Carter Miller, gets the rebound, put it back up, and in. Send to the corner for 3, no. Ball tipped out. And then the steal to Sam Romer. I think we might have an answer to our trivia question.
Yeah, we're going to go with the spirit of the law on this one. It's in the vicinity. I know where he's trying to go. I think we got a winner.
And Romer is fouled, or probably that's Fulmer is fouled. They'll put Fulmer at the line to shoot 3 free throws.
It was David Cragen. Hit the game
Cragen.
winner. Yeah, David Cragen hit the game winner. It was a lob actually a hand. Julian had the drive, gave it inside to David, laid it up off the glass with 2.5 to go, and then Brighton tried a lob play to the rim that was defended by Julian as Layton got the state championship. So congratulations, we got a winner.
Corbin Nelson, you are the winner. If you hit us up again on Instagram, I'll go ahead and accept. Hit us up, let us know how we can get this Handles gift card to you. I want to thank Handles for sponsoring our trivia question throughout the week. Dane's movie reference it's a tough one. Unless you played a character in that play, it's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
I am a play goer, by the way, so I've seen many of musicals and plays, but I don't know that one. Heard of it. Drop the ball inside. Can't get that shot to drop by Carter Nordquist. And the rebound and a chance for Layton to extend their lead up 8. Farmington got it down to 1. It's a 7-0 run. Make it 9-0. Carter Miller's got 4 points in this 9-0 run. And it's a 10-point lead now.
You want to know how talented he is. You clear out the inside and you let your freshman go one-on-one. A little bit of contact there to get the separation at the line. But again, with the way we're calling it this week, nothing there dubious. And now he's got the board.
Tough one there by Nordquist. He got all the way to the rim. Missed it. Here's Katoa in transition for 3.
My goodness. My goodness. A shooting performance on that west end like we have not seen the last couple of days. Pretty impressive.
Off that miss. Didn't clip. My bad. So Dave Katoa with the 3, a 13-point lead. They're going to keep it here. Just a 30-second timeout brought to you by Utah Facial Plastics. Again, it's not just about the things you think facial plastics or plastic surgery is about. You can get hair restoration. It's about improving your quality of life and then other things as well. If that's where it starts, where it needs to go for you. Go to Utah Facial Plastics, the best plastic surgeons in Utah. At Utah Facial Plastics, call 801-960-3137. If you need hair restoration, you need a consultation. Look, if something's not going to work for you, I know as long as you at least meet with Doug Henstrom, he's not just going to force you under the knife. If he doesn't think something's going to be beneficial to you, they won't do it. Again, go 801-960-3137 and schedule your appointment with Utah Facial Plastics. And on the drive, the foul, going to put Paul Beatty at the line. Now, Dane, I don't want to bring Instagram online or on the stream, but I'm going to. Ryan Loader says, no, it wasn't David Cragen. It was Matt Cragen.
Okay. Well, I could have had that wrong.
And someone else said it. And I want to appreciate McKenna Nyman. She just a little late. She was just a little after. Not David from Daniel Sage.
Okay.
So,
well, Matt Cragen. My bad. Sorry about that.
hey, we got it right. We said in the vicinity, and we gave it. We gave it. Missed the free throws and the rebound to Dave Katoa. Always appreciate those of you watching and interacting with us. Sam Romer, no. Rebound to Beatty. Send that ball ahead to Larson. And the Phoenix got to find the mojo they had not that long ago. They got this game down to 1 when they fell behind early in this one. Beatty got himself all the way to the rim and finishes around Dave Katoa.
Has been confirmed Matt Cragen. I just looked at the box score, so I don't know where I came up with David. My apologies to Lancer Nation. Thanks for keeping us straight on that.
And look, the two of us, a guy that's always thought Layton was going to win a state championship every year. I mean, Dane's the one between the two of us. He has one of the most iconic moments in our show's history as Sam Romer lips out the three, and then we have a loose ball foul on the rebound. It's going to be called, I believe, on Ethan Harris. But that's the Layton Lancers.
That's right.
One of the best moments ever.
Number 11.
That was at, we were at Orem, or was that at Fremont?
It
was
Orem, yeah.
It was after we did the Great Western Shootout.
Yeah.
On the drive, Carter Miller fits that ball in, but a foul first. As foul's starting to pile up just a little bit. That's the last foul to give for Farmington. It'll be free throws, the last 4:20
Number 21.
for Layton. Inbound to KJ Miller. Hit those 2 threes in the quarter. Fall away 2. No.
That would have been a 3, actually.
I think you're right.
Yeah, a little fadeaway, left foot, got behind the line, picked that right foot up. That was a patented Dane move back in the day. My friends hated that move. It was unblockable.
Patented. That was yeah, I believe it. I'm not doubting it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Only patent I hold.
You're not quite Thomas Edison over here. Beatty has that one taken away by Carter Miller. And we're going to have a foul on the loose ball.
Carter's going to be called for the foul. Oh, no. I thought they pointed like Carter was going to be called for it, but they call it on Beatty. It's a great move by the freshman coming over.
Oh, man, I probably...
This
let's see,
is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost.
Wrong one. Go back. It doesn't go back 30. It's play a 30-second commercial. Now I better understand what Vince told me. I've been playing it from there. I don't know why I thought I could go back.
How about the first half for the freshman? Did a Layton game early. I think it was against Copper Hills. He was big in that game. Thought, oh, man, this young man, he's got a bright future. And getting big minutes here in the first half, and he's been really strong on both ends of the floor.
I know his dad's a Laker fan, but I won't use the mentality that they believe that he has. At least he tries to portray. As I come off the screen, Paul Beatty tried to drop that in. Good defense from Katoa. So the thing about Dave Katoa, you think, well, they're going to score a bunch of points with him. He plays such good defense. As Carter lost it, that ball really hit off the front of the iron. Let the bodies hit the floor. And that's a jump ball. Possession will stay here.
And Carter maybe a little shook up. He hit the floor hard.
Ball, Layton takes possession.
I would throw out.
Is that a shot attempt? It did hit the rim.
Well, it's going to tip from behind. I don't know if. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm teasing.
So just for a minute, like, well, let's get in our statistics mind here. But if it's a jump ball, it'll remain with Layton. And I would give away an easy one and say, hey, what band's saying the words, let the bodies hit the floor? But that's just too easy. Lobbed into Romer. Now we have a baseline runner with Fulmer. Goes in and out. Rebound to Romer. And now a 2-shot foul on Farmington.
Well, you're trying to keep a player in the corner, but without any baseline help, it just opens up that lane. Good recognition and take there from Fulmer. And Romer able to draw the contact.
Romer couldn't get that one to go. As we say of Sam Romer every time we watch him play, he's dependable as polyethylene. Not polypropylene, but polyethylene. That is used for all of Lifetime's tables and chairs and backboards and nearly every product they have. Kayaks. What else did I do? A canoe. Playground equipment. inside. That shot is up and good from Ethan Atkinson.
I like going back to 22. I'd keep trying to get him engaged more and more. Ethan's been really strong throughout this entire half.
I think I broke Vince Francis. I can't get him to even chuckle over there. So we give this one to Brandon Wilkins. There's a shot and a three from Dave Katoa. And the lead now 15 for the Lancers. Send that ball to the corner. Three on the way. No good from Carter Nordquist.
Well, if we're being technical, I thought we were giving it to the head man, but we actually had a response earlier.
Oh, we did have one.
We did.
And now dribble drive and bucket. Dave Katoa again. Not sure the...
No, I don't think so.
No? Well, Dan Barney just said so. Gary Mortensen. Who was first? Gary Mortensen, that's 18 minutes ago. Yep. Gary Mortensen got it. The music. Go ahead, you do it.
Yeah, the music man.
There'll be another opportunity
Robert
for
Preston.
three on the way and good. Carter Nordquist. And the Phoenix needed that one.
Yeah, they did.
The game needed that one. Must be frank, our broadcast needed that one. We can gotten loose here pretty quick. Here's Dave Katoa.
Just a reminder, I mean, we saw it. I haven't seen it in this half, but every other game, it's been this. The better end to shoot has been on the other end of the floor, and that's been where Farmington's been shooting. Man, Layton just continues to stroke it.
Cade Tidwell hits his second three of the half. And now a 17-point lead as Haskell pulled from way outside and got it.
I think they need to get him going too. Talk about when he can find his rhythm. He can go on big surges. Layton's on pace to drop 90 in this one.
You don't use a surge protector, you're gonna be prone to be attacked by surges. That is not for a four-pack. That's too easy. From KJ Miller, his fourth of the half.
I can't wait to get stats, Dusty. I mean, I'm going to put you on the spot. What percentage do you think they're shooting from beyond the arc?
I think it's over 80%. I think KJ by himself is 4 of 6.
Well, I was going to say in the 60, 65 range. I don't know, 80.
Well, what do you think? I'm going to guess they made 8, and they've taken 12.
That'd be 75.
Okay, so around 80%.
No, that'd be 67. Sorry.
No, see, Dane does it way fast.
75,
Okay,
67.
70%, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
That's why I have Dane. For many reasons. But right there, you saw the math right there.
Yeah, you got it wrong the first time.
That's why I do.
You saw the math.
So I do basketball with Dane and swimming formerly with Paul and now McKay because they can all do math super fast. And that's a foul on the floor. Put it on the floor. Did not get the shot up. That is the fourth team foul on the Lancers, and it'll be inbound along the baseline. You have another look at this. Again, he's got to be in his habitual shooting motion. It doesn't matter when he called the foul. Didn't have the 4-pack last game, so we'll have another one for those of you who are a little late. TV show open up. We don't plan those ones. Those just that out to Larson. Now to the corner. And now good hands by Tidwell, tipping that away.
Off that inbound, Farmington actually gets the switch. Carter Miller is defending Beatty. They can't get him the basketball. Had an opportunity, but Miller was right there with him and never gave a good lane for the 6'10 forward.
And Sam Romer with the tip in and a lead to 19. Haskell will hold things out. About a 3-second difference between game clock and shot clock. 3 from Atkinson, back rim. Beatty tried to save it, and it's into the hands of the Lancers. They'll hold for the final shot of the half, and what a good close of the half for the Lancers, especially without Mekhi Martin on the floor.
Yeah. He picked up his second foul in that second quarter, and certainly hasn't affected the effectiveness of Layton's offense.
Tidwell at the horn. No. And that'll do it for the first half. As we're through 2 quarters, it's the Layton Lancers 47, the Farmington Phoenix 28. Thanks for watching the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament. brought to you by Heinemann Associates, and we are brought to you by also by NutriCost. Go to NutriCost.com. Over 300 supplement options on NutriCost.com. Put in the code UTAHMADE. Get 30% off. NutriCost, a Utah-made company with Utah-made products for Utah-made athletes. Use Utah-made for 30% off. We'll be back with the halftime performances after this.
This is NutriCost Kids Vitamin D Gummies. They contain a child's daily dose of vitamin D for a healthy immune system. They taste amazing, kids love them, and they're low in sugar. Easy for parents, great for kids.
Welcome back. Dusty Litster, Dane Stewart. Second half stats haven't come back yet, or first half stats haven't shown up yet. But Dane, a dominant first half from the Lancers as they get that ball inside to Paul Beatty. Beatty fouled by Katoa. And I believe that's number 1 on Dave.
Well, for Farmington, you go right inside to Beatty, and I like the thought. Again, it's, you're not going to come back in one possession. That's one that Paul's normally going to finish. Would love to have another opportunity at that one. Try to get a 3-point play rather than just the 2, but the second there on Katoa, and so he's got 2, Martin's got 2, and if I'm Farmington, I continue to try to go right at them, make this a little bit of a battle of attrition.
Free throw's good there by Beatty. And for Farmington, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. There's not going to be a magical shot that's going to change this as Miller misses on the 3. Rebound to Larson. We get the floor. Paul Beatty has to save it in. Taken by Makai Martin.
Just a miscommunication there. I think Paul's going to keep running. He had maybe taken a step off.
Oh, what a pass in between the legs, and Beatty can't get the layup to go. Highlight by the wayside. Katoa turns it over. Haskell now on the run. Haskell down the lane. And now the foul call. Going to put him at the line to shoot 2.
Boy, up and down the floor here. Farmington really trying to speed this game up a little bit. I don't know how he got this off. That's a tough pullback there from Haskell. Good to see he's okay there.
He got his head out of the way.
Yeah.
That could have been no bueno, as our friends at the South say. And my father, as the free throw is good. Just making sure to cover all bases. Why, don't need the angry mob come after Dusty. Lots of other things you get mad at me over. I'm not going to let that be one of them. Free throws there for Haskell. So 4 free throws, the points thus far for Farmington, but they got to continue to play good defense, get the ball back, and score. Nobody home. Romer saw Kelby Miller, and Kelby's and say, I'm not even in white. The other team's wearing black.
I was actually curious if Kelby may take a timeout there. It does feel like Layton, I don't want to say that they're frazzled, but they don't have the same kind of mesh chemistry we saw in that first half where everything was just clicking.
Atkinson sends it back out to Atkinson for 3. And maybe a timeout coming here soon. No, he's saying, hey, just go ahead and run it. 12-point game now. It was Carter Norquist who hit that 3. Trying to get that into Martin with Larson on his back as they go to Katoa. Dave, no. And the rebound taken by Ethan Atkinson.
It does not look like they've got the same jump in their step they had that first half, does it?
No, Atkinson down the lane, switches hands and can't get it to fall. Rebound to Katoa.
They're probably fortunate because Farmington's missed 3 opportunities right near the rim in this second half. This could be a 1-possession game right now.
Let's have a look at this one. I thought Miller just went down.
Well, there's certainly contact there. I do think they'd called this game more tightly than they did the morning game.
Inbound to Miller.
It's a nice defensive play. They've run KJ through a couple screens. Good navigation there defensively to still get a hand in the shot contest.
Yeah, you see Kelby right now. Hey, now settle down.
Yeah.
We got the bucket. Like, come back the other way, and Nordquist can't knock down the three.
Yeah, that's tough. It's an open look there for Nordquist, but he's got no support inside for any second chance opportunity. Quick one and done there.
KJ from way outside, no. And the rebound to Larson. Atkinson trying to get into Beatty, and just outside the outstretched arms of Beatty. He said he's being held, but the ball back down the floor with Layton. So a 14-point advantage. As Miller sends that back up top to Katoa, near side roamer. Back out Mackay. Off on the triple. Rebound, that's out of bounds off of, I thought maybe Farmington, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was the right call. Good positioning by Atkinson, but yeah, that hand coming over the top, knocking it out.
Here's Miller. Up top to Katoa. Again, Dave Katoa coming to the University of Utah. On the drive, blocked away by Beatty. They're going to hit him with a foul. He can't believe it. And it'll put Dave Katoa at the line. I mentioned David Katoa spent his first years in high school at RSL Academy with David Evans, and David decided to step away from basketball for a bit. Went home to Layton, where his father had been the head coach. His brother Taylor was a football star. Surprising, though, that a Layton family, you know, because Olivia Wade Katoa, now the wife of Taylor, but she's a Davis girl. A little surprising.
You know, once you leave high school, some of those things just don't mean as much as they used to.
Well, the heart wants what the heart wants, I suppose.
That's not true, because we know Dusty doesn't have a lot of fondness for Emory still.
No, still. I did not go on a single date with an Emory girl. Can't say that for my brothers, but I didn't. Well,
gotta
Rory,
draw a line
anyway.
somewhere, right?
Well, I guess Rory didn't go on dates. Deke had the same girlfriend forever. Now wife is on the drive, no. And the rebound taken by Mackay Martin. Mackay going to fire that ball up the floor. Miller, extra pass to Katoa with the hammer. Norquist off on the three. Got the rebound. And now a foul on the drive. Now, this is not being called like this morning's game at all. We get this whole sequence here.
Love the outlet.
You know, I'll give Vince a lot of credit, but he did put a 10-second button on here. I mean, that's just great.
It's next level.
Yeah. Next level stuff from the executive producer is the long two from Paul Beatty. And the game at 15. Mackay on the drive, floated up, no. And Norquist pulls down the rebound. Here comes Larson. Beatty running from rim to rim. Give it to the big man, and he'll flush.
Farmington's starting to get some stops. Haven't always been able to execute on the offensive end off of those, but that time the run out for Paul, and this game's not quite over yet, Dusty.
Good defense by Atkinson. Send that ball up top to KJ Miller. There's the Farmington student section trying to wheel them back in. Deep three and short from Tidwell. The rebound taken by Farmington.
Regression towards the mean. Had a hot start in the first half. It's not been there in the second half, and it's an 11-point difference. The Farmington Phoenix rising up.
From the ashes. There's Braden Larson with that lay-in. Down the lane. Katoa sends it out. Mackay Martin will toe up a three and hit. Both times in this quarter, as the Phoenix gotten rolling, it's been Mackay Martin stemming the tide with the bucket.
Yeah, big shot there for Mackay. Kind of had a sense like Romer didn't want that shot and that opportunity. We've seen him take that shot before, but recognize, hey, Mackay, here you go. Mackay able to hit it.
It's a Utah Facial Plastics timeout, full timeout. We'll be back. You're watching the 2024 6A State Tournament.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
.248 left in the third quarter. And a 14-point lead for the Layton Lancers. Farmington has climbed back into this game a couple times, but they haven't quite gotten under double digits as Paul Beatty misses that one. It'll be the Purple Palace coming up next. Riverton versus Lehigh. Martin rises and hits. 7 points in the quarter for Mackay Martin.
Yeah, he's been good in this third. Had to sit late in that first half with foul trouble, but he's trying to keep Layton, to keep Farmington at bay with this third quarter surge they've had.
Haskell from the corner, and he's fouled by Mackay Martin.
That'll be in the third on Mackay here. So the guy who's been really the go-to for this Layton offense in this third quarter, going to have to come to the bench.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Really tough. And the hard part for us is 8 of the 9 games, I guess now 8 of 10, have been called super tight. Or sorry, not tight, super loose. Not a lot of contact. We're not just going to give you things. We've had a couple of ones, this one here, and then the last game on Saturday, a little tighter.
But one of the things we say, Dusty, is that all we want is consistency. And it's been the same crew for the whole 2.5 quarters. So, you've had 2.5 quarters to adjust your play to the way this crew's calling it, and they have been consistent for this ball game. So, you may say, well, the last crew did different. Well, that's a different crew. This is a different game, different teams. And I think also having a region matchup, you could understand that, and I know we've seen other region matchups both Saturday and today, but you can understand maybe wanting to keep a tighter wrap on things.
And that is Tate Tidwell's first non-3-point bucket. And the lead back to 17.
Interesting that Farmington here Layton in this second half really haven't seen checkers on the floor very much. They've gone with a smaller, more athletic lineup.
Well, as shared on Friday, he didn't play a whole lot either. Came off the bench in the win over Copper Hills. So Paul Beatty to the free throw line. That is the 4th team foul. And
It's actually the 5th team foul. You just put it up on the board.
Okay.
I think there was confusion there.
And the free throw good. New logo for Layton. I was just checking our screen to see if it matched what's in the arena.
Yeah, it does not. The screen one is newer than ours. It's a good look.
That is. Saw somewhere they released 18 logos that have been refurbished in the state of Utah. They released it on the X app yesterday. There's a 3 on the way, lips out on the rebound to Paul Beatty. I've been meaning this. I'm saying this out loud because it's a mental memo to send it to Vince. As Beatty pumps and pulls off the mark on the 3, rebound loose. Larson can't save it. Good hands by Caleb. Just because you're sitting on the floor doesn't mean you can't be helpful. He's here for all 8 games today.
Oh, good for him.
He's excited. Look at tell.
They're fun days. Tiring days.
Well, it did feel good to have the day in between. We're getting older. As the three on the way from Katoa doesn't go. The rebound tracked down by Beatty. A little more mental fog when I woke up yesterday than I'm used to. It's on the drive, Larson, no. Now the foul. And it goes on Carter Miller.
His first person lap the line. Layton Lancers for Farmington.
See, he's sliding over there, and contact call on the body there of the shooter.
And the free throw good from Braden Larson, the senior. A lot of seniors, a lot of freshmen, or more freshmen, I should say, on this roster for Coach Casey Walkenhurst. Last time he was on this floor, if I remember right, anyway, Colin Chandler. Three on the way, and good. Fulmer from the corner, and Jonah makes it a 16-point lead. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Larson, and we're going to have a foul on Carter Miller on the drive.
Farmington had their chances to get inside the single digits. Missed some opportunities at the rim. And then Layton, they've found the way to push this back up.
Got the free throw. And the second good as well. Three seconds, and there's a steal. Got a chance to heave at the horn. Off the mark. Nice play there by Ethan Harris, but couldn't get the three to go. At the end of three, it is Layton 62 and Farmington 48. You're watching the 2024 6A State Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com. Presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by NutriCost. Go to NutriCost.com. Get 30% off an order when you put in the code UTAHMADE. Start of the fourth quarter. Dusty Litster, Dane Stewart with you. 14-point lead for the Layton Lancers as we start the fourth quarter. And the winner will go on to take on the reigning 6A champion Corner Canyon Chargers, who won an impressive game this morning against American Fort. So one thing we do know is we don't have the same championship matchup for the third year in a row. On the up top with KJ Miller, sends it over to Fulmer. Out to Carter Miller. Sent back out. Fulmer just hit a three at the end of the third. Now Tidwell with 2 seconds. One. Katoa just gets that off in time. Can't get it. Rebound and run out now with Ethan Harris. Ethan down the lane. Put it up. Then he's fouled. And I'll put him at the line.
Really good defense there by Farmington. You see a lot of help on some of those drives from the perimeter, forcing that kick out and the recovery out, not allowing any space for those Layton threes, which were so deadly in that first half. Good defensive intensity that leads to the opportunity on the other end.
Free throws good there by Harris, and the game again down to 12. And Farmington has been unable to get it inside of double digits on the couple runs they made in the third, as KJ Miller going to be fouled by Paul Beatty on the drive.
Yeah, it's a good decision there by KJ. Shot the ball really well in the first half. You see that little pump fake, gets the quick step, and Beatty really doesn't have a lot of alternatives there.
Just got that into Fulmer. Good attempt to steal there by Harris as Fulmer pulls up just inside the free throw line and hits.
Yeah, you get the switch off the inbound. And oh, how about the steal?
And the steal, Miller fall away, no. And the rebound claimed by Ethan Atkinson. Ethan, getting a little push shot in the lane. No. Got his own board, left it short. Rebound to Katoa. Dave on the run. Oh, nice find to the freshman, Carter Miller.
A little burst there from Layton. That might be enough to really kind of put it away as Atkinson. He's had a good game today. You don't have stats to give him credit, but he's been impactful for Farmington.
Up top with Katoa. Eight seconds. Katoa on the drive, sends out to Miller. Now to Tidwell with 3, 2, 1 at the horn. Fulmer, no. And the rebound to Larson. Quickly ahead, and Beatty going to be fouled by, I believe that's on KJ Miller. He disagrees.
Team foul number 2. Layton Lancers went on by Farmington. And number 3, Sam Coleman.
I'll try to inbound into Atkinson, got away. Haskell couldn't save it. So back up the floor in a 14-point lead. Now a 16-point lead as Jonah Fulmer lays that one up and in. 5.5 left in the fourth. Atkinson nearly stolen by Martin. Then he'll stay here. Straightaway 3 from Atkinson, wide to the right. And the ball will go back to Layton as the Lancers, Dane, really putting some, what's what I'm looking for here? Really locking things down here.
Yeah, and I think, taking advantage of opportunities. I mean, a moment ago, running the floor, using that ball movement with their speed. We get the finish at the rim. And defensively, they haven't conceded a lot. And they've had a couple of moments where maybe haven't executed offensively as crisp as they would like, but that defense has really been dialed in for the majority of the game. They haven't given up very many easy looks.
Oh, nice play by Beatty. Got the steal, now on the run with Larson. Larson goes at Miller, and the charge.
Yep. KJ, he bought property in the paint on that one. He was standing there for quite a while. There's no restricted area call, so.
No, he's still trying to move in there. No. He still shuffled his foot just before he goes.
I thought he was there.
I would replay it, but who has the time?
Not us. Live, it looked like he was there for a while.
Unlike, the American discourse these days, we can agree to disagree and it'd be okay.
That's why we still talk after however many years.
Exactly.
Because we agree to disagree.
Hey, if we went through everything, to stop at Stockton versus Peyton, as now we have a foul on Layton. And I'm sorry, I kind of let things lapse a little longer than 10 seconds. I'd go back and try to see what the call was. I didn't quite catch it live. Yeah, we came down to not talking to people who didn't agree with you. I mean, Gary Payton versus John Stockton. Dane and I wouldn't even be friends anymore based on some of the things going on in our society. As the 3 on the way from Larson won't go. Rebound to Romer. And now a reach-in foul on Haskell.
After all these years, I still can't convince Dusty I'm right. It's crazy.
And vice versa. One got a title on loan.
Hey, I'll have you know he had a big-time shot to help win that series. So take that.
I do recall that. It was Dwayne Wade shooting 5 million free throws that really helped that too.
Doesn't matter. Still has a ring.
I know, I'm just saying. Well, so does Judd Bushler.
Yeah, Judd Bushler has a lot of rings. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in being the 12th guy off the bench.
At all. Stephen Howard.
Movie?
Be the 12th guy off the bench. What do you think about that? That ball's inside, and Romer. You want to use another 4-pack on that one as Romer gets that bucket?
That one's going to be, that one might be tough.
That one's too easy.
That one might be tough.
Oh, tough.
Yeah, that one might be tough.
No shame. Oh, the 6th man, as that ball's out of bounds off of Romer.
No. Should we just give that one?
Yeah, just give it.
The internship.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen the internship,
Yeah.
You've quoted it before. I'm like, all right, you just got to watch it, and I haven't done it. As Layton fans are frustrated, but it's an 18-point spread with a half a quarter to go.
Yeah. Layton corner.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Very different rosters.
Yeah. That is going to be a lot of fun. Is it? Haskell's shot maybe blocked. The other side of the bracket's interesting as well with Lehigh and Riverton.
Harriman Davis.
Harriman's a team that can make a run.
Yes, they could.
They have a lot of size.
The makeup of their roster is tough. I think Davis is going to have their hands full with that Harriman group.
I completely agree. And, of course, you get to watch Cooper Lewis coming up next. The best scorer in the state, Cooper Lewis. You haven't got to see him live yet, have you, this year?
Not this year.
Oh, he's different than he was last year. So good as Fulmer stepped back to 3 and hits. Another 3 to Jonah Fulmer. Been far more offensive-minded in this game. Haskell gets loose and short on the triple. Beatty can't get the rebound. And the board to Jonah Fulmer.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because you look at this state. I mean, you think of all the senior class. Let's just go 6A. Brody Kozlowski.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Lewis.
Dave Katoa.
KJ Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go to 5A. Tiger Cuff. Let's go to 5A. You've got guys like Jordy Barnes, Dutch Dowdell, Jackson Johnson, Ace Reiser. Mr. Basketball, you can only give one.
Yeah, and those are seniors too, right?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even naming the sophomores and
Correct.
Dean Ruckert and
Yep.
Kai Wesley and who's a junior. But yeah, I mean it's deep.
It's very, very deep.
Well, I was on Ben Criddle's show the other day and talked about this and said that I think the talent is spread so well throughout the state within the classification, which is why I thought this week would be a lot of fun because there's so much talent in the state and it's not all sitting at one spot. As Mekhi Martin can't get that one to go and rebound and now run out here with Farmington. As far as scores go, as Beatty, he knew he was short on that one, left his hand, and Mekhi Martin comes away with it. Mekhi layups it up. Oh, Dave Katoa couldn't get to that one. A little tight to the rim. And Harris wants a chance to go down the lane. Does, reverses, and scores. Pretty take and make by Ethan Harris. He gets a chance to get him a replay.
Oh, look at this. That one, I think, is a little more kind of planned and prepared than the Brighton Valdez, which is really more like, uh-oh.
That Brighton Valdez
one. That Brighton Valdez one.
Have we clipped that one yet, Vince?
He's
Brighton
busy.
Valdez reverse. Okay, just curious. Minute 36 left in the fourth quarter. As gives us a chance to have a Utah Facial Plastics timeout. We go to our friends at Utah Facial Plastics. It's more than just cosmetic surgery. This could be health benefits and everything else. And also, if you want cosmetic help, obviously there to do that. Hair restoration now an option through Utah Facial Plastics, the best plastic surgeons in the state of Utah. Go to 801-960-3137. You help at Utah Facial Plastics.
You know, I got to apologize to all of our friends at Layton. I got Matt's name wrong. My apologies. Right, Matt Cragen, not David. You know, that 2015 state championship, only other state championship for Layton in basketball, you know what year?
I did know because I looked the other day, but I don't recall off the top of my head.
Layton fans got to keep me honest because now I'm second guessing everything I know about Layton basketball. I think 1988.
That feels right.
It's been a while. And you think about how good their teams have been. I mean, even my legendary Layton Lancers, right, fell short. Lost, I think, to Fremont that year, right?
The last time, yes.
Yeah.
With Dallin Hall. Here at the U.
Yeah, Coach Miller, he's had such good teams last decade. It's that one in 2015. trying to change that here in 24.
KJ Miller in the final moments going to earn a trip to the 6A semifinals to take on the Corner Canyon Chargers. A ton of talent, and you got to beat them sometime. What both teams are going to have to say about that matchup, because you thought possibly they get on the opposite ends of the bracket to meet each other in the championship game, but sooner or later you're going to have to beat them to win it.
Yeah.
As Beatty knocks down the shot.
And, you know, you want to talk about, you know, for Farmington, obviously a year that they'd love to have had.
Oh, Katoa from the lob.
There it is.
Makai Martin.
Tried it a moment ago. But they get the stamp here in the final minute. This young man, Paul Beatty. We've seen him for multiple years, Dusty, and, you know, a guy who probably doesn't get talked about enough. And this year he's got, you know, support around him. But when he was with Colin Chandler, you felt, man, they got the pieces to make a deep run. They did. Paul Beatty, they're going to miss him. Big 6'8", 6'9", presence on the interior, can shoot the ball well. Really been the face of this program since Colin graduated. And it's going to look mighty different next year without big number 42 for the Phoenix. Great career coming to a close.
Certainly is. It was a strong first quarter. Well, Phoenix made a couple of charges, but the Lancers able to hold them off. And they get a 77-61 win and advance to the 6A semifinals. Congratulations to Coach Kelby Miller and the Lancers as they move on, and to Coach Casey Walkenhurst and the Phoenix. Another solid year for their team when earning their way to the site, but they fall short against Layton. Dane, your final thoughts and selection of a player of the game?
Well, I think the onslaught of Layton at the start was just too much. I mean, you know, you look at what happened in that first half. You know, give a lot of credit to Farmington for hanging in there, trying to make pushes back. But this was a performance and a half on the West End that we have not seen. And I'd be shocked if we see it again, quite frankly. My player of the game, I'm going to go with David Katoa. I thought for me this was an alpha kind of game from him, where, like, we talk about games where he picks his moments and he has it back. This was boom. Like, we're here, we're focused, we're going to go get something done this year. And I'm going David Katoa.
David Katoa is a great selection. And again, we'll have Kenzie Valentine will have a post-game interview here momentarily as she's efforting to get to Dave Katoa. And she has him right there. So let's get ready to send this down to Kenzie Valentine, standing by with David Katoa. Go ahead, Kenzie. Oh, Dr. Mike.
All right, Dave, congratulations on the win. You had both your hands up on that rim with 47 seconds left in the game. Talk us through that moment. What were you feeling?
I was just feeling good. I saw my teammate break the press. My man had to leave to help, so I just cut to the hoop, and my teammate found me. So
you are a future you. How does this feel to win the game and move on to semifinals here in your future home court?
It feels great. I love playing here. It feels like home. I can't wait to play here, you know, every weekend. So,
what are your thoughts heading into the semis?
Corner Canyon is the team. They're really tough, but I'm excited. We'll battle with anybody, but just got to focus on us and play our game.
Congratulations once again. Thank you, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Kenzie, and congratulations again, Dave Katoa and the Layton Lancers advancing to the 6A semifinals, where they will take on the reigning 6A champion Corner Canyon Chargers. For Dane Stewart, Kenzie Valentine, Austin Bigelow, and Vince Francis, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com, presented by Heidemann Associates, brought to you by NutriCost. Go to NutriCost.com, put in the code UTAHMADE, all one word, UTAHMADE, get 30% off of your order. Again, coming up next, another quarterfinal game, the Lehigh Pioneers taking on the Riverton Silverwolves from the Huntsman Center.